All right, guys, welcome. We're going to talk about. Let's say carbohydrates. We're going to talk a little bit about addiction, but it's not like, oh man, I stole my mom's stuff because I wanted them drugs. We're going to talk about the daily little struggle. You know what I mean? We're not going to talk about, oh man, here's when I hit rock bottom. We're going to talk about, today I'm trying not to eat a fucking Pringle and failing. Let's lighten it up. Let's make it a little bit more personal. Let's make it a little bit more day to day instead of something that's out of reach. Let's talk about how to change those little decisions that you're facing every day, the real ones, right now. We're going to talk about a patient named Chris. Real common story, but somebody that's just feeling these temptations on a super deep level. And sort of an artist type, and so really got a gift for portraying the level of control that the right hemisphere is wielding over this person. And we're going to relate that to each of you. And then we're going to fix it. We're going to fix it all. Super easy fix. Nice people. We're going to bring it home with some good news. First, let's talk about some of the things this patient shared with me. Vivid dreams about drinking beer. Not good beer. I mean the shit beer. Natty Light. We're talking Pabst Blue Ribbon. Try not to drink, but going to sleep in that right hemisphere is causing these beautiful, happy dreams. Life isn't that happy right now. I'm going to sleep, and this right hemisphere is saying, imagine life with beer. And it's this amazing fairy tale. He can taste the beer in the dream. He can feel the buzz, taste the beer, taste the bitterness of the aftertaste inside of the dream, and then his life is better inside of the dream. Outside of the dream, he's got drama with the parking people, with the boss, with the ex-girlfriend, with the current girlfriend, with mom, with the whole fucking family. He's struggling against carbohydrates, cigarettes, natty goddamn light, and every other thing in the world. But in this dream, he's got the day off. He's drinking some natty light. He's on a tube. He's chilling out. He's having fun. All of his dreams involve this alcohol. He's trying to cut it out. He's got life consequences from this alcohol. He's got DUI after DUI. He's got dangerous sexual situations that he wouldn't have been in otherwise. Sober, he said, hey, you got AIDS. We need protection. But drunk, he's saying, it'll be okay. Sex, oh god damn. To people, some people around him, probably seems good with the ladies. He's jumping on dating sites, fucking sites, swinger sites, whatever the fuck you want to call them, and just getting right to the point. We fuck now. But it's this super dangerous, super high risk for spreading disease. sex. Other people are flirting with girls online and saying, hey, you look cute. We should do something fun. Send me a picture with that bathing suit. And Chris is going right for it. He's saying, I'm going to put my dick inside of you right now. Wait there. Where are you at? We're getting this done. After the fact, though, he's going, hey, that was high risk. Plus, them bitches were fat. They had pictures of skinny girls, good-looking girls, and when he's getting there, they're fat as all hell. These are some ugly gals catfishing, sending pictures of them 20 years ago, but good-looking. Sending pictures of somebody else 20 years ago. But with a little bit of alcohol, this need for sex is it's not a want to. It's an absolutely have to. If it's available, I got this strong push. My friends are calling it masculinity, and so I'm going with it, but this right hemisphere is saying we don't have a choice. We have to do this. This is a sex drive. This is masculinity. I have to do this. But it's just super high risk. A condom, even if you do make it to the condom, is protecting the part of sex that doesn't really transmit disease. Y'all are transmitting disease around the genital. When you get done having sex, your parts aren't red. The parts around your parts are red. And if we put a microscope on there, we see blood. You're seeing, hey, there's a little bit of redness, I gotta ease up. That ain't redness under a microscope. That's literally blood that's made it to the surface and is repairing damage. Y'all are exchanging STDs right now, with or without the condom, doesn't matter. If she's got something, regular heterosexual sex is very difficult to transmit a disease. However, if you're in this hypersexual state where everything's kind of rubbed raw and you're still feeling this, I gotta sensation, this right hemisphere is causing your death. You're going to go catch them AIDS with a condom on. When you get done having sex, a little bit too, you just meet that new gal, y'all are going at it like animals. Your genitals aren't sore. The area around your genitals is what you're beating up. That's the area where you're actually passing blood-to-blood contact. Is about the only way we can really efficiently. Homosexual sex, that's a very different thing. We can pass disease very quickly that way. Heterosexual sex, though, we really need a lot of things to line up until we go hypersexual, and then all of a sudden it's pretty easy. Processed foods. This amazing person, this artist, is looking in the mirror, and at one point he was a wrestler and real popular with the gals and a real trim body, and now he's looking and he's seeing balding and he's seeing a beer gut, and he's saying, oh man, that's it, I ain't eating that shit no more, I'm gonna exercise, I'm gonna stop drinking all this high sugar beer, I'm going to get in shape, man. I'm going to get that six-pack. But, when he's got that Dorito in his hand, when he's got that Pringle in his hand, it's a different thing. He works at the hospital. He's going to the hospital. It's somebody's birthday. They got motherfucking cake. It's the little potluck at church. We got the potato salad, the famous potato salad. We got the famous green bean salad. We have got the pasta salad. We have got 5 different family-sized bags of chips open here. We have got every kind of soda you ever wanted to have in your goddamn life is right here at this potluck. And we ain't doing this once this week. We're going to do this potluck Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Wednesday. And if it's Martin Luther King Day, on a Tuesday, we're going to throw another goddamn potluck. And all respect to Martin Luther King Day. I'm not discounting anybody. And give me a potluck. I ain't discounting potlucks either. Give me a potluck, but give me one with a little bit more meat. Give me some meat and veg, motherfucker. I don't want none of them goddamn carbohydrates. A lot of people look at me and say, "Hey, dude, you're looking in the mirror and seeing abs. You're seeing a six-pack. Yeah, it's easy for you. Yeah, it's easy for you. You already got the rewards." But guys, I'm 100 fucking years old. You had to make those decisions for 99 years straight to be in that situation. Now you got to do the 3 hours of carbohydrate. I'm sorry, carbohydrate. 3 hours of carbohydrate. Wow. You flipped that one. You got to do 3 hours of cardio for 45 years straight to see those goddamn rewards. You're not going to make yourself do that. That right hemisphere is going to tell you you're struggling against something that's bigger than you until you repair the life cycle inside your yard. And then all of a sudden, you're going to stop fighting something inside your head. As a matter of fact, this team member in your head is going to tell you, "Hey, motherfucker, wake up. It's time for cardio." I'm not telling you how you can build new habits, make new decisions. That's fucking dumb. We've been trying that shit for 50 goddamn years. It ain't working for you. It ain't working for goddamn Chris. It ain't working for anybody else in goddamn America. They make this choice for 6 months. They lose a little bit of weight. They feel like shit. They're not enjoying anything they're fucking eating. And then they fall off of the wagon and get fatter than they were before because they're fighting their own right hemisphere, which is a fight you're never going to win. We can only win if we get that right hemisphere on our side. Let's run through it, y'all. This human body, your kid's human body, your patient's human body is measuring for the species-specific energy where it resides, where it spends time. If you spend 8 hours a day at the hospital, your body is measuring how many pigs are alive to be eaten at the goddamn hospital for 8 hours a day. How many rabbits, how many cows, how many sheep, how many goats are alive being raised to be eaten where you work? If that's 0, motherfucker, you're dead. Your body has said, "Hey, there ain't no energy for the number of people that are here. We're about to salt the earth. We need to get in the motherfucking soil. So, drink beer, eat carbohydrates, eat chemicals, smoke, make bad sexual decisions until you die of one of those things. You're not going to win this. The only dog you have in this fight is to prove to your body that there is sufficient species-specific energy. How many trees full of human food? Ferns are not fucking human food. That's a cow's food. So a cow would be doing great. If you're fucking human, you're going to need to have something that's got apples in it, that's got oranges in it, that's got mangoes in it, that's got avocados in it. You're going to need something with species-specific energy. You're a human, that's human-specific energy, y'all. Once we prove this, at your house, at your workplace, at your church, everywhere you're spending time, your body simply makes a new evaluation. The prime decision becomes build health equity. It's right to life, then right to procreate. If we have enough energy for the number of humans that are here now, we have the right to life. If we got a little bit more, then we get to make some more people. That's the right to procreate. And that's why your body's making all of these decisions. These aren't coincidences. 341 million Americans are struggling against the consumption of carbohydrate, so this must be the human condition. That's a load of shit. You're all living the exact same lifestyle. So you're all still fighting the exact same battle, but you don't need to. We don't need to go someplace else. You got a fucking backyard, grow some food, and see what happens. Your doctor's trying to tell you, just go outside and run. Just go outside and fucking run. Make your body do the movement, and in 14 days you'll be addicted. And instead of wanting carbohydrates, you're going to want to run. That's a load of shit. Let me tell you why. In your tummy, you're making chemicals. You're making 1,000 different chemicals. Some of the chemicals that we hear about on a regular basis are, if we're trying to run, endorphins. An endorphin is a drug that's more powerful than heroin, more powerful than cocaine, more powerful than fentanyl, more powerful than ecstasy. But it's a drug that's made specifically for your body, for free, zero side effects. Now, when you run, your body gives you ecstasy. It gives you endorphins that are specific to you, so you go, holy fuck balls, this is amazing. Now, that's if those microorganisms live in your tummy. Habit ain't shit. Habit ain't shit. That's if those microorganisms live in your tummy. There's a microorganism that's eating protein and pooping endorphins. If he's not present, you don't have endorphins. And it doesn't matter how many days you force yourself to run around the goddamn block. 14, 28, 60. It doesn't fucking matter how many days. You're not gonna form a new habit unless your body has rewards to give you. Now, what happened to those microorganisms? You took a shit into a water treatment plant. The first day, every shit you lose 10 billion. The first day you lost 10 billion. The second day you lost 10 billion. The third day you lost 10 billion. The fourth day you lost 10 billion. You get the idea. That's not the end of it though. These microorganisms used to stay on site. Now we're shitting into a water treatment plant. Your relationship, your circular relationship is to a water treatment plant. So we've sent the microorganisms to the water treatment plant. We killed them all with chlorine, chloramine, bromine, and quite a few other nasty forever chemicals. Then that came back without microorganisms, but full of the chemicals that kill microorganisms. So whether you're bathing with it, cooking with it, or drinking it, you're killing the microorganisms inside of you. Then you're eating preserved foods. Anything out of a can or a bag or a box or a bottle has preservative in it. 100% of the food at your grocery store has antibiotic that kill the guys that make endorphins, and that's why Americans don't feel feelings. You're trying to run, you're waiting for that reward. Holy shit, this is amazing. You're being lied to and told there's a wall. And if you just push a little longer, there's a wall, and wow, now I feel the endorphins. Fuck you. If you don't have endorphins inside of you, your body cannot express endorphins. You're being lied to. This is not a habit game. Where are the microorganisms supposed to be coming from? Here's how we've worked for millions of years. You shit into the soil. The trees, who have evolved symbiotically with you, have evolved a really cool trick. They're turning sunlight into sugar. They're turning motherfucking sunlight into sugar. The regular sugar, you know. Fucking table sugar. Glucose. Now, they're using a little bit of it to make fruit, to do work. But the majority of it, they're putting into the soil. Why would a fucking tree put sugar into the soil? It's going to benefit them. It's not right away, and not without you. You put the microorganism in the soil. The tree puts the sugar in the soil. When the microorganisms meet the sugar, boom. We have a genesis of microorganisms. That 10 billion that came out of you, 1,000 different species, 10 billion in number, turns into 100 trillion. An unimaginable number. And now we see this massive health, explosion of health in the soil. Now, everything that you need comes out of a tree. Everything the tree needs comes out of you. This is a circle, people. Nothing can be taken away, or we all die. This tree needs calcium, magnesium, nitrogen, phosphorus, microorganisms, water. Every time you pee and poop, what's coming out of you? Calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, nitrogen, carbohydrates, water, microorganisms. Every time you exhale, you're exhaling poison to you. That's the oxygen of the tree. He inhales the poison, exhales oxygen. This is a circle. Everything you need is coming from the tree. Everything the tree needs is coming from you. That tree takes up the microorganisms. The microorganism does the same beneficial job in the soil that it does inside of you. So the soil explodes in health. The microorganism does the same beneficial job inside of the tree that it does inside of you. So the tree explodes into health. The last part of the cycle is, in caring for the tree and eating the food from the tree, you receive the microorganisms in a larger dose than they're leaving you. And so at no point are you lacking in microorganisms. 1,000 different species, one of which makes endorphins, are all returning to you in greater numbers than they're leaving you. So your body can make decisions on what it wants to do with these abundance budgets. Very beautiful, amazing people. We cannot exit that relationship, or your brain will panic, and that right hemisphere is going to say, hey, we have to die. Your body is very philanthropic. It's going to decide to put you in the soil so that the human race can thrive. Amazing people. Now, if you jump back in here, you get these animals on site, you get these plants back in sight, then you make yourself a safe place for microorganisms to live. You get off the preserved foods, start eating only organic foods that you've grown here at the house. Maybe some of your buddies have grown that you know and trust, haven't used pesticide or other antibiotics. We need to make sure they're not on antibiotics, because if they're pooping into the yard, but they're eating preserved foods, we're killing microorganisms. So you kind of got to find yourself a group of people that are living this same lifestyle if you want to share food. But if you make yourself a safe place for these microorganisms, you start eating food that's going to have microorganisms in it, now you're going to start hearing some ideas coming from your tummy. We have a nerve called the vagus nerve, and these billions of microorganisms have all of these channels with which to speak. And they're going to tell you how to collect the rest of these microorganisms. It's super cool. I'm getting a little tired, guys. Woo! Excuse me. Oh, that was nice. These guys are going to speak up. Your dog should be your yard guru. When your dog runs outside and loses his shit, what? The backyard, and you kind of go, wow, dumbass, you saw this shit yesterday. This dog has a whole different perception of this backyard. This dog's gut is full of microorganisms. And they're pulling on that motherfucking chain. They're sending him up pictures of the fire hydrant, of the tire, of the base of the tree, of the cat, of the other dogs. And they're saying, hey, I think you can get lactobacillus over there. They're not telling the dog that, though. They're just giving the dog serotonin, human happiness, dopamine, human motivation, and then firing up a picture so he's getting a bunch of endorphins, a bunch of adrenaline, a bunch of happiness, and a bunch of motivation to go check some shit out, and then bam, he gets a picture of a base of a tree. He's probably going to be thinking, I wonder what that tree smells like today. But these amazing microorganisms are saying, I hypothesize there's going to be 10 billion lactobacillus over there that we are short of. Let's go over there and find out. And that dog, if it's true, that dog's going to do some weird shit. He's going to go lick on a tree stump for a minute. And you're going to go, God damn it, dude. We're here together. Your representation of us, I look dumb right now. You don't look dumb by yourself. We came here together, dude. We look dumb as a pair. I look dumb right now. This dude is doing something amazing. We got to let that happen. That dead-ass dog that's just walking around by your side like fucking Hitler. That's a dead dog, y'all. Let that motherfucker out there. Let him explode and go, what? There's a tire. You're going, God damn it, dude. You seen that tire 1,000 goddamn. How do you not remember? How are you that jazzed up about this tire? That tire has microorganisms growing on it. It don't have antibiotics on it, hopefully. So it's got microorganisms growing on it. And he's going to go and recollect his microbiome. He's put his microbiome into the soil. The soil met, the microorganisms met the sugar from the plant partners. He's doing it. They're growing all over the place. Now he's running around the yard collecting those. Let that dog be your yard guru. Once you start getting repopulated, you're going to start getting that same hypothesis. Every morning I go out for 3 hours. I'm all over the place touching shit though. My brain is telling me, man, I wonder what the texture of that leaf is. And I'm trying to tell it, hey, you don't need to Wu-Tang me. You can tell me we're looking for lactobacillus over here. You can tell me we're trying to manufacture beautiful chemicals to keep this body in tip-top shape. But as long as it's communicating with me, hey, let's go check out this water. Let's go drink this water. I want this vegetable and not this vegetable. Yesterday I was dying for this vegetable, and today That one still tastes great, but I'm all about this vegetable over here that we're growing in our own backyard. That's not random. That's not appetite. Those microorganisms inside of you know which microorganisms we're low on, and they're saying, hey, that's where it is. That's where it is. Go eat it. You got to get back in touch. These dead-ass chefs cooking from recipes, cutting shit up in these exact fucking, I got a julienne this shit. I need every single piece to be the exact size so it all cooks the exact same mush, tastes like the exact same fucking mush. Dead-ass motherfuckers, man. I'm throwing chunks of shit in here. I want to taste some of that half-ass raw with that good snap, like a nice stir fry. I want some of that onion. I want to be able to see that that's a fucking onion. I want some of that onion to, woo, give me. I want some of that onion to be that beautiful, almost sugary taste when it's just been cooked down to butter. Nice people. I want 5 different textures from the carrots inside of this pot. I want some of them burned up, almost sweet. I want some of them almost still raw. Nice people, because I'm going to get different microorganisms from that one vegetable in its 5 different means of being prepared inside of this one fucking stew. Beautiful people. Once we start getting those up, our body starts making different evolutionary decisions. You're seeing something telling you, hey, you should hit those fucking, have a couple drinks and beat the shit out of those kids. And in the morning, say, boy, I better start covering my tracks because I don't remember if I beat the shit out of my kids last night or not. Let me start talking shit about those motherfuckers. Just in case. Goddamn kids. Pulling that shit with, you ain't gonna pull that shit with me. I don't talk to these people a lot for a long time. Bums me out. Zombies are telling you about their zombie shit. Telling you, hey, I quit drinking, I quit smoking, I quit beating up the goddamn kids, I quit beating up my wife. Then you're talking to them on the goddamn telephone. Neighbors are pouring a bunch of cement. That's big old cement trucks going by. You're talking to them on the telephone, and you can hear them just like me right now. Chugging down them natty lights. You can hear them sucking down those goddamn reds. Cowboy killers. Bullshitting you. That's a trigger. When I'm chilling out with zombies, I'm getting that fucking zombie energy, y'all. I don't want it. We don't want it. That's why we tend to cut those people off. I feel compassion, however. I'll stand next to the thing. I'll be able to wipe this shit. I'll stand next to the thing and tell you, hey man, 2 + 2 = 4 most of the time. Right here, motherfucker. Grow some shit. Stop eating them preservatives. That right hemisphere will start making different decisions. The same right hemisphere that's telling you, hey, drink that natty light, smoke them cowboy killers. That exact same right hemisphere on the exact same goddamn human is going to say, hey, motherfucker, you know what sounds good? It's some goddamn cardio. Let's do that shit, man. You're bummed out about losing your hair. So you're beating on your kids, beating on your gal, drinking too much and making bad decisions. But drinking and smoking and trying to hatfish every motherfucker out there by covering up, wearing hats 24 hours a goddamn day, is what's making you lose your goddamn hair. 1 year of alcohol, reds, And DUIs, budget, you're spending 10 grand on beer and cigs a year, another 5 grand a year on DUIs, court cases, 1 year of putting all that shit down. 1/3 of that, you can go get hair. You go one time. You sit in a fucking chair for a couple of hours. They take hair from where you grow hair and put it on the top of your goddamn head for $5,000. You're exchanging the things that are stressing you out for things that are going to stress you out. You're saying I'm drinking goddamn beer because my hair's falling out. Well, guess what? That beer costs more than putting that hair on top of your goddamn head. However, if you get back in this life cycle and start loading up on these microorganisms, you're going to feel happiness, motivation, contentment. Happiness with what you see in the mirror. If you want to be skinnier, y'all, I'm with you. But at some point you have to learn to like yourself, and that's not possible by just staring in the mirror and saying, I'm going to like myself. Those are chemicals. GLP-1s are one of the first drugs that we have identified that make a human feel content. You eat, you feel content. Just content. Already ate. Everybody in America, everybody in every developed country is eating and then saying, where's the fucking food at? They're having sex and saying, where's the fucking sex at? They're not feeling contentment. They're not feeling satiated. And that's not something that we've really put on the table before. We're saying, are you happy? Are you motivated? What about contentment, motherfucker? I drank beer yesterday, and I'm content. I'm good, man. That was good, but now it's time to do something else. Contentment. There's 1,000 different microorganisms, one of which makes free GLP-1s forever with zero cost, zero side effect. However, there's that contentment for the way you perceive yourself in the mirror, for sex, for alcohol. That GLP-1 that says, hey, I ate and now I'm not worried about eating anymore. Without this drug, I'm very worried. I gotta find food even when I'm physically full. But if I take this drug, I eat food, and now I'm thinking about something else. I'm not thinking about food anymore. Your body is manufacturing that same feeling of contentment for what you see in the mirror, for your sex, for your alcohol, for your ciggies, for everything. If you remove yourself from it, it stops doing that, nice people. If you want to change your looks, it's super easy, a couple $1,000. You can change anything on you. However, either after you do that, feeling content, or finding out, hey, I don't need to do that. There's lots of handsome looking balding guys. How can I rock this? $5,000 will do a lot for my kids. If that money's not literally just sitting there with nothing else that my family can benefit from, then that'd be pretty selfish. I'm not making $400,000 a year, and $400,000 means nothing. I'm probably better off feeling good about what I look like already. However, your body's going to tell you. If your body gets the right to life, it's going to make a new prime decision, and now it's going to say, hey, build health equity. And that health equity is different for everybody. Is your body going to say, hey, let's go do 3 hours of carbohydrates? God damn, I did it again. Let's do 3 hours of cardio. I'm talking about carbohydrates today. I'm just getting a little bit ahead of myself here. Let's go do 3 hours of cardio. I don't know that. Quite frankly, my pop put me on a couple hours of cardio early in the morning, getting me ready for some hikes when I was 10, 11 years old. And that just stuck. That just stuck. And now my body is saying, hey man, I'm old as fuck. And I could outdo 18-year-old me was doing some crazy shit. And now 100-year-old me is doing crazier shit than that. 18-year-old me couldn't keep up with 100-year-old me. That's pretty good. I like that. Is it necessary though? Nah. Y'all's bar is whatever it is. It's health equity. That's all. You don't need to measure yourself against anybody. That's going to be one of those GLP-1s where you stop looking at the neighbor going, oh man, I wish I could do it like that motherfucker. I'm a cool ass motherfucker, but so are you. You're going to do your shit your way. And those GLP-1s for that self-esteem are going to pop out. Everybody's telling you just own your way into self-esteem. That ain't how that shit works. That's a chemical. See how we're doing on time. God damn, we killed it, y'all. All right, guys. The little things. Name it. Figure out what the little things you're looking at are. What are the daily struggles you have where you're saying, man, I keep telling myself not to do that thing, or I keep telling myself to do that thing, and I'm not doing it. And what's my deal? You're not going to change that. The right hemisphere, you're never going to win. You want that motherfucker on your side because it's stronger than you are, guys. And we can change that destiny. Right here, y'all. I gotta go. Y'all are important to me. I'm gonna do this again real soon.